Welcome everybody to the Revolution Gaming Podcast for June. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. We're going to get the two guys in here and get started. How goes it, gentlemen? There you go. Look at that. It almost worked out right that time. Exactly. Almost. See, I fixed the lighting behind me a little bit. There you go. I did it. Oh my god. I grabbed a lamp and I just threw it behind me out of frame.
Yes, good.
But yeah, welcome to the podcast, everybody. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day, as always. Like I said during the intro, if you're watching this live, make sure to hit exclamation point giveaway. We will give away stuff after the podcast is done, as always. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're already getting a chance to win because every month I give away stuff to people when they watch the podcast on YouTube anyway. So, with that said, why don't we get down to business and talk about the games we've been playing the last month, because we've got a lot to go over this podcast. So, might as well get started right away. We'll pick on Silver first, because why not?
I'll go with Power Slave Exhumed first. Yes, I know, it's a really old game, but hey, it's a good game now that I actually finally decided to play it for real.
Okay.
And get into it.
Let us know what's up.
Well, it is a good old retro first-person shooter based in Egypt. And you have these, the race of creatures called the Kumai, I think they're called, that basically invaded Egypt and have stolen the body of Ramses III, and he has bequeathed you upon a mission to recover his body alongside these 7 artifacts and defeat the Kumai along with these relics.
Nice.
And it's a pretty fun game with hilariously sounding scorpions and spiders. As you shoot them, they go It's hilarious. Oh god, I didn't think a game like that would have such humor. I wonder if anyone else finds them as funny as I do. But we want to find out. Talk to somebody that's actually played the game other than me, which I'm afraid I don't know anybody that has or does.
That's why you're our expert, sir. We're not going to know unless you tell us. You're the boomer shooter expert.
Well, it's not expensive, so anyone that's interested in first-person shooters and doesn't mind something that's, on the retro side, and I will say that even on the deck, it has great frame rate, it runs perfectly, absolutely 0 issues. So yeah, I definitely recommend it, because it's one of my favorites of 97.
Looks like a cheesy Doom mod. Oh god, yeah, Silver loves those.
How dare you say it's a mod? No, this was made in 1997. It actually has its own story, it's actually game mechanics, which Doom does not have. These 7 artifacts actually have gameplay effects.
Silver,
like
Silver, calm down, don't attack the audience, he was only making...
Yeah, I know. Now, I was about to explain what one of the artifacts did, but, we'll just leave it to you to find out if you wish.
No, I'm just talking about, don't attack the audience, don't do it.
But yes, buy it now!
We'll get cancelled. Okay, what's your score?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'll probably give it an 8 just because of how enjoyable it is. And how fair it is, actually. Except for one thing, hitboxes. Yeah. Hitboxes can be a bit iffy when it comes to you getting hit. Other than that, everything else works just perfectly fine. And besides, you can, if you're good enough at dodging and if you don't mind jumping a lot, especially in tight corridors, yeah, you'll be fine.
Alright. Okay, so what do you got, Ray?
Well, let's talk a little briefly on Heroes Hour. I played a couple hours of Heroes Hour, thanks to Tim.
Inadvertently, he won a giveaway, so it's not. Don't thank me too much.
Yeah, so come hang out on Tim's Twitch channel, and you might get games too.
Yeah.
Good thing I told him about it.
This is a interesting turn-based strategy game with real-time combat. So at the top layer, it plays kind of like a Civilization style strategy where it's turn-based. Your turn, you get to move all your units around, and then end your turn, and it switches to other players to move all their units around. But anytime you get into combat, it switches into a real-time sort of strategy game where you put all your units in an arena and pit them all against each other, and you can cast spells during combat and give kind of vague orders to your units. I haven't quite figured it all out yet, but it's not like you necessarily control them minutely a la StarCraft, but you just kind of say, like, oh, go over here, and they'll just kind of automatically fight for you. But it's quite in-depth. Like, there is a lot of factions that you can play as and against. And a lot of factions. There's like, what is it, 20 factions, each with 6 heroes that all have their own skill trees. There's a lot of content potentially here to go through.
Nice. So what do you think of it so far? I mean, like, overall.
So far, it's been pretty fun. The tutorial, I might have broken it a little bit because I might have done things out of order in the tutorial. Like, it's kind of that sort of free-form tutorial that you can accidentally break triggers in the wrong order. So after I got through all of the like tooltips and everything, I encounter the enemy and they've got like dragons and stuff because I've been wandering around the map like exploring in between triggers. So.
Okay.
But hey, at least it shows you how to play the game.
Well, yeah, certainly.
That is definitely important to know.
I was having fun. I'd give it a 7.
Nice.
Solid 7.
So I'm gonna go on the retro theme with Silver on my first one, and we're gonna talk about Warhammer 40K Bolt Gun.
Ooh.
Which for only $2 more than Silver's game, we're jamming because this game is fucking balls out fun. I'm not gonna waste your time. You should probably be playing it now. If you like any game like this, you should definitely just be playing it. Bolt Gun is fucking amazing. Probably one of I wouldn't say the best, but probably one of the best boomer shooters I've played in the last few years. Amazing fun, and it does really good, like not taking away the integral parts of being a Warhammer game by trying to put it in this genre, I would say. And canonically, it's actually considered a partial sequel to Space Marines, which is weird. If you actually listen to the dialogue and the text in the game, it actually does directly connect to Space Marines.
Yep.
Which the sequel comes out, I think in October. I think Space Marines 2 is coming out, which is awesome.
Indeed.
The Emperor. But yeah, I would give this game a 9 out of 10. It was a blast to play, super fun, and for $22, it is totally worth the value there. You're getting a well-polished, awesome game with good humor, good combat, lots of fun, and I haven't even finished it yet. Even though I played 4 hours before it came out, and another hour and a half on stream. So yeah, it's obviously got some time on it. Who knows? I don't know how long it is, but it's definitely got enough to be worth the amount necessary. So yeah, that's it. That's it for me. All right, what's your next one, Silver?
Warhammer 40K Inquisitor Martyr.
On the Warhammer theme, yeah. I see.
Yes.
Good segue.
Yeah. So I've been playing this on and off on the Xbox. So I grab it on there because me and my father saw it and we were like, ooh, a Diablo-esque Warhammer game. You've got to be shitting me. No, really. That's what it is, basically. However, I do have some minor gripes with, like, targeting. Or maybe it's because it's on. Maybe because it is a Diablo-esque game, and I've, since we've both played Diablo 2, especially, we kind of understand how the whole, pointing at an enemy to attack it. Yeah, with ranged weapons, it can be a bit finicky with that kind of thing, especially when you face Legion snipers. They cheating bastards. They can fire at you from outside of your fucking view range, which is absolute dog shit in my opinion. I hate that shit in those kinds of games. Because at least in Diablo, they don't do that. They can't do that. They're not allowed to do that. Because unless they're actually in your view range, they can't see you technically. Programming and all that lot. But other than that major gripe, I've only played the assassin class so far. And I will say that sniper rifles are my favorite weapons, because obviously you can one-shot most enemies with an aimed shot. If you do ×8 crit damage, ouch, insta-kill pretty much anything, if you're willing to stand still for like 5 seconds. Or is it 3? Give or take, depending on how fast your sniper rifle's channeled shot will take to charge.
Okay.
Other than that, yeah, it's very gritty. It is Warhammer. It's very gory. My goodness, you blow enemies to pieces. I'm like, what are these guns? How is an assassin inquisitor able to use a weapon that's like this, that literally blows enemies into pieces? I thought the freaking Space Marines had that kind of thing, but no. Any other class can do that as well. Just hilarious. Too bad you can't actually play as a Space Marine. You get a Crusader, you get the Psyker, and you get the Assassin class.
I was
There's
gonna
also
say,
a 4th class, but...
Would it be a Warhammer game if you weren't blowing people apart in some way, shape, or form?
True. I mean, hey, at least you can fight Tyranids as well. Fuck Tyranids, though. They suck. Especially with some of the bosses. Holy shit, the bosses in this game. My god, they put some of Diablo's bosses to fucking shame. Holy shit, some of them are massive. Oh my god, and they can kill you very quickly. I will say that I want to play online co-op, and yes, I think it actually has cross-platform. So if anyone has it on Xbox or Steam, I think you can actually play cross-platform, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I intend to try to do that if I can get it on Steam, and then I'll play with my father, because he's been playing a lot more than me. Oh boy. I think he's now addicted to the game, because that's all he's been playing for literally the entire week.
Well, Diablo's not out yet. You gotta have something to fill the void, right? I mean, unless you bought the Ultimate Edition, I'm gonna clarify that. I know the people of the Ultimate Edition are playing already. I just couldn't sink that much money into it to play it.
Hell no. Not even the digital fucking deluxe edition. Nope.
I bought the standard edition. I'll wait my few days. I'm fine.
Yep. Same. We're gonna wait, and then we'll get in the party and blow demons up together with fireballs and all sorts of magic and shit.
Man, I even heard that it runs at 60 FPS on the deck. That's amazing.
Indeed. Wait, what?
Yeah, Diablo 4 runs at 60 FPS on Steam Deck.
How? It's not on Steam. That's weird.
I'll show you afterwards. I got a video I can send you.
Good to know, because, yeah, I'm curious about that.
Alright, what's your next one, Ray?
Well, why don't we talk about my current obsession about a couple weeks then?
And I'll give Inquisitor Motto 7 out of 10.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Silver. I completely forgot.
No worries. Okay, Silver tends to forget too when he starts going off on games.
So what's your obsession?
I've been playing Death Stranding.
Oh, really?
Yes, he has.
The game, I believe Dan is familiar with, so I don't know if he's here tonight. Yeah, I've played about 15 hours of this now? At least.
So what do you think?
Surprising.
It's surprisingly fun. I am enjoying it, not so much because it's engaging, but it's kind of relaxing. Like, you get to just kind of zone out while you deliver packages across a relatively beautiful landscape.
Well, that is definitely true. Like with this game, it's very beautiful, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's got some great music.
Yeah.
But
So,
weird music too.
I think for anybody else, it would be a fantastic game, but because it's a Kojima game, people had like such high standards for it that no matter what he did, if it wasn't like Metal Gear, people were all upset about it. But yeah, I'm glad you're at least enjoying it.
Yeah, understandable. The whole Kojima expectations always make things a little difficult, but yeah, it's very interesting. It's kind of strategic in how you plan a route and like deal with rough terrain and such. And the social aspect is fascinating too. How things you do can affect other players' worlds and vice versa. Not so much just like if I put a ladder up a cliff, somebody else can use it, but the more players walk a specific route, the more smooth that route becomes, so you will get natural like roads and footpaths.
Oh wow, that's
which
cool.
is really neat. And I was not aware of that until I actually played.
Yeah, that's only if you actually have the online thing enabled.
Right, you can
If you
turn
don't,
all of
then-
that off if you just turn off the online features if you don't want to. And I've seen that's what how speedrunners run to the game. Oh my goodness. I was curious what the speedrun time for the game was, and it's a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be.
How short are we talking?
glitched.
Because apparently they've learned to fly the game.
Oh wow!
Yeah, you've got to see that video, Tim.
Right off the bat. I'll send you a clip if you want. Like it's literally like right from the start of the game, they are flying across the map, quite literally.
That's
Oh,
great.
man, it is
He
so
jumps
funny.
and doesn't touch the ground.
That sounds like some old Skyrim strats or something.
Oh yeah, it looks just like flying horses and
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm like, that's what I think of when I hear that.
I don't fucking know. I wonder if you could do it with a vehicle. Nah, I doubt it.
Probably not. Something about animations, but yeah, it's fun. The story is Kojima. What do you if you don't know what you're expecting there, then like strap in
Yeah.
because it's gonna be wild.
It's nuts.
Something probably appropriate for a Saturday Tim stream, shall we put it that way?
Yeah, it is fucking weird. Especially when you reach the halfway point. Then it starts getting weirder.
That's
well,
great.
That's the thing. When you play in a Kojima game, it starts off weird. Expect it to get worse. It's not going to get less weird. It's gonna get more weird.
I mean,
So
for
strap in.
when you're playing Metal Gear Solid 5 and you're fighting a fucking giant like whale, you kind of
Seriously?
have you played Metal Gear Solid 5?
No.
It's it's wild, bro. It's wild after a while.
I think I own it. I don't.
I really wish you would have had the time to finish it properly because the ending's like borked in the game and it's all like they took the final chapter of the game and it's basically a lot of recycled shit because they didn't let Kojima like actually finish what he was doing. But if they would have, I think that game would have been like all-time legendary for him, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, go ahead, Ray. I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off.
Also, since you asked him for context, let's give a comparison. Time to beat suggests that Death Stranding is a 40.5-hour game, play to completion. Speedrunners beat it in 3 hours.
Wow. Okay, I gotcha. All right.
That flying mechanic really helped.
Yeah.
I'll bet.
Yeah. So what do you think grade? I mean, this is probably something hard for you to grade, right?
Hard to grade generally. I think it should be given a pretty high grade because it's a good quality and I'm enjoying it. But for a general grade, I think I'll drop it down to about a 7, since it's definitely not for everybody. Like there is combat, but it's not super engaging. Although I did kind of enjoy some of the it has a bit of kind of melee counter mechanics, not quite Batman, but if you wait for an enemy to attack you, you can dodge it and counter them.
Okay.
Once you start getting like too many enemies against you, it gets really difficult and less fun.
All right.
Oh yeah.
But you're definitely not playing this for the combat. You're playing for the story, or if you just want something kind of relaxing that you
Yeah.
kind of zone out to once you just start delivering packages back and forth.
Nice. All right. So now it's time for my newest obsession. I guess.
All right. What do you got?
I guess I'm repeating people, even though I wasn't really trying to. So what is it? Oh, jeez, I'm typing the wrong thing. We're gonna talk about. Where is the game? Is it not on?
Oh yeah. Did I already talk about Dead Island 2?
Yeah, last month.
I think you did, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I did finish it after that.
Awesome. So my newest obsession is Proto Droid Delta, a game from Humble Games that I didn't even know existed until they emailed me and offered me the game. And
I didn't know about it until just now.
okay, so for all of my Mega Man fans out there, one of the most divisive games in the series is Mega Man X7, which was when they took Mega Man X and they made a 3D game. Capcom did a terrible job of that, but this is like an indie attempt at that. Alright? But the problem is that the game doesn't suck. So now, instead of being like, well, I'm not going to bother with this, the game's shit, like X7, I'm like, wow, this is actually really engaging and challenging and fun, so fuck, now I've actually got to try and play through this. The only thing I can see getting on people's nerves about the game is that the levels for each individual boss, like it has a level select like most Mega Man games, is that the levels themselves are really long. I mean, like they're broken up into chapters, so if you back out, you can just re-enter the game and re-enter where you left off, thankfully. But each level is yeah, it's more 20 and 30XX than Mighty Number 9, yeah. So yeah, you play as a girl droid named Delta, and you're actually more of a peacekeeping droid than an attack droid. But through the fact of trying to confront these characters and have a peaceful resolution, you eventually are forced to become more of a battle-heavy character. So the story is that you're basically a peaceful droid, and it starts out with strictly puzzles, like almost zero combat in the game. So you're just doing these puzzles to get through the levels. And then as the story progresses, and you eventually go further and further, and they refuse to be peaceful, and they keep on attacking you, and attacking you verbally, and then sending enemies at you, you start learning more and more and more actual combat skills. And those combat skills eventually lead to, you eventually becoming more like a Mega Man style character, right? But it has the dash, it has dash jumping, it has the charge up attack, it has special areas where you can get special equipment upgrades a la Mega Man. It has everything that a Mega Man game would have, but they didn't fuck up the 3D part.
Wow.
So, and I have to say, this game, besides the fact that it does have a couple bugs that still need to be squashed, like there's been a couple weird things that have happened, like there was a jumping platform that it solidified when I was halfway through trying to jump on it, so I literally got stuck in the middle of it, and I had to restart because my character's body was stuck in a platform. So yeah, yeah. Besides that though, like I have had an insanely good experience with this game, and as I mentioned to Ray the other day, which I'll put out there, like I was starting to feel like maybe I just had gotten over really loving video games, but this thing, I started playing it and I could not put it down. And I was like, I'm better than this, I can beat this, because this game's extremely hard, right? And it almost like challenged me to the point where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna sit here and figure out how to do this and get good enough, and amazing for me, I should say at least. So yeah,
It won't long.
true. But yeah, this is like a 9 out of 10, almost like as a Mega Man fan, it gets a 9 out of 10. Obviously, if you're not a fan of Mega Man at all, it's probably gonna be lower. But I really, really, really like this, and I can't wait to finish it. And if I get through it by the end of the month, because it's hard enough where I'm not guaranteeing that I'll do that. If I finish it, I'll talk about it again in July with a full review. But for right now, I am telling you, I am having an amazing time with this game.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Hey, good to know. Plus it has character evolution too.
Yes, it is. Alright, so that's all for me. Except for I got something to talk about with you, Silver, at the end. But what do you got, Silver? If you
Let's see. Yeah, I've been picking up Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition.
never
I know
know.
I have that on both. Yeah, Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition. And it's a very old school RPG. It came out in 1999, I think. But I think it was Beamdog who also remastered, let's see, the Turok games, I think? Or was that Night Dive? Oh, that was Night Dive. Whoops. Shit, I'm getting confusing all these awesome indie devs. Or should we call them double devs? Double A devs. I don't know. Because they've been remastering all these really old retro games and bringing them to modern PCs and whatnot, and even consoles, which is awesome. Because these games definitely deserve to be played on modern hardware. And yeah, this is one of the OG D&D games. Before some garbage came out later on. But yeah, sorry, what was that, Tim?
No, I was going to ask Silver if he was going to play the newest Dungeons and Dragons game.
Oh, what's that?
The one that came out last year that we tried. One that was broken.
No, fuck that. No, garbage. Absolute garbage, never again.
100% completion.
No, Tim. We are not playing that again, ever. You understand? You understand me?
But I do have a
It was
question.
absolute garbage.
I have a quick question,
Yes.
like just a quick question for you and the audience real quick. So when you hear the word AAA and you hear the word indie, is that the only two ways you look at it, or do you consider it indie, AA, AAA? Like, what is it? What do you actually look at when you hear
Yeah,
stuff?
we use.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the latter. I see there's like 3 tiers of quality of the games. Well, actually no, quality is probably a little bit harsh, because there are so many amazing indie games that are even better than AAA quality at this fucking point, if you ask me. I'm getting sick of the whole bullshit that's been happening recently, this year especially. Not just taking into account of the last 5 years alone, but especially this year. Where there's what 2 or 3 blunders, or is it 4? Or was it 5?
I mean,
but yeah, I see it's 3 tiers.
I would say that's a fair assessment, Glav. If you look at something based on price, usually indie games don't go any higher than like $30, $35. Something that's considered double A might be up to $50, and then AAA is obviously anything higher than that.
60 or above.
Yeah. Which is our new overlord amount of being like, I can't believe you didn't buy the Ultimate Edition of Diablo and pay $100. Oh my god.
Some people.
You know how many times I heard that the other day? Oh my god.
Really? Wow.
Seriously? Jesus Christ! Oh, fuck them. Fuck them, I say.
Are they getting elitist on Twitter or something?
No, this ain't Twitter. This is called the people I work with.
Oh,
I went to work and they're all like,
that's even worse.
Yeah, this
At least
people.
you turn off Twitter.
Yeah, like I went to work and they're like, oh yeah, we've been playing Diablo all night, and I'm like, oh, you bought the Ultimate Edition? They're like, oh yeah, you didn't buy it? I was like, I could barely afford the Standard Edition. What are you talking about? And they're like, oh yeah, I mean, gotta buy the Ultimate Edition. And I'm like, what does it really get you? Well, I get to play it early. Okay, well I get to play it when it's fixed, I guess. Like for me,
Some people are more abundant in patience rather than money.
Oh, you bought this game? Oh, Allison, that's cool. I own the game. If you can see on the screen, I've owned it for quite some time. All right, go ahead, Silver. I'm sorry, I went on a tangent there. Silver?
A tangent they certainly went on.
Yes. I guess he's gone.
Minor issue.
Hold on a second, guys. Me.
We can.
Yeah, we can move on. Correct.
I can talk about my game, and he can give his score when he's back.
Okay, that's fine.
You passed me a key for Coffee Talk episode 2, Tim.
Yes, I did.
Which I appreciated. It lit a fire on me under my rear, so I could go finish the first game because I hadn't finished that one yet.
So what'd you think?
Which both are fantastic little what do you call these like visual novel style games. You're probably playing mostly for the story because the gameplay isn't terribly involved. You're mixing coffee or tea, caffeinated drinks for patrons, and listening to their stories and problems. Trying to figure out what drink they want based on their requests. Sometimes they're more direct with exact ingredients. Sometimes they'll just give you a hint of, I want it to be warm and spicy and sweet, and then you have to figure out what it is they exactly want.
So it's a very Valhalla type.
Oh yes, certainly.
Yeah.
That's what initially drew me to the first game when I heard about it, because Valhalla is definitely one of my favorite
So it's Valhalla, but with
visual
coffee.
novel games. Yep. And it's set in Seattle, so a little familiarity there.
Yeah. Gonna start your own Starbucks?
Nah, probably not. But as far as episode 2 goes, it more or less picks up on the story 3 years later. Some of the same old cast of characters and plenty of new ones as well. And it gives you 2 additional new base ingredients to mix drinks for. So they've expanded the drink selection quite a bit with just that.
Nice.
So yeah, I would definitely give it about a 7.
Nice.
Giving a lot of 7s tonight.
That's okay.
Obviously, you're probably going to want to play the first game first. But yeah, if you enjoy the first game, this is definitely an easy grab too.
I was gonna say, aren't these on sale right now? You can buy both of them for $25.
Even better.
Nice. That is great.
And it sounds like Silver's back, so maybe you can give us a score on Neverwinter Nights.
Yeah. Sorry about that. My net decided to close. I'm just gonna have a hiccup in the middle of you talking.
That's fine.
Like, oh, fuck you, dude. Fucking hell. Come on.
Would you like to go back and give us a score for that?
Yeah. For it being such an old game, of course, there are these, mechanics and whatnot that would seem, archaic to people of today. Us older gamers love these kind of things because we're used to them from back then.
Yeah.
But, with all that taken into regard, I would say that the original Neverwinter Nights, especially, is a goddamn 9 out of 10 because it has such a great story, great pacing, and it's pretty much fair regardless of what class you take. And it all depends on what companions you take to, accompany your current class and whatnot. But yeah, 9 out of damn 10. I mean, come on, it's one of BioWare's best RPGs.
Awesome.
Alongside its sequel, which wasn't as good, but good enough. And then, Baldur's Gate and all that lot. But yeah.
All right.
9 out of 10.
So we're going to start off with a little less positive game reviewing here. Starship Troopers Extermination. I think the game has a ton of potential, but we're not talking about potential right now. We're talking about how it plays today at launch, right? I have to give the game a 5 out of 10, and I'm going to preface this beforehand. I have to give it a 5 out of 10 because, man, there is some jank shit in this game. Like, the game, the game feels like it's about to fall apart at any minute while you're playing it. The game itself seems like it's going to be a lot of fun in the long run. Right? But every time you're playing it and you're, like, getting through the actual mission progression, like, the loop of the game, it feels like at any minute the whole game could just break. Because you get hitches, like, slowdowns. It almost set Silver's fucking Steam Deck on fire. Like,
it literally overheated my freaking Steam Deck and it reset itself. And I was like, oh, well, shit. That's why I haven't played it since.
So here's my idea of this though. Is it fun? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
When you have a decent frame rate.
Will it be a good game down the road? Probably.
Hopefully.
I mean, even if they polished up what's already there, at least it would be a fun game.
But it can get old very quickly.
Well, yeah, because there's hardly anything to do.
Variety.
Even if you get to rank 5, even if you get to rank 5, there's only 2 different game styles you can play as. Is it cool that there's so much teamwork in the game, like with all the people running around? Yes. Very fun. But I have a feeling down the road, once this game's out for a while and people move on, it's going to be really hard to fill up these games with, 16 people if they don't stay right on top of it. They need to update this game super fast. I mean, they need to start putting out real updates soon and put bots in the game. I give you credit there. And also, they need to be on the ball and add more characters, more enemies, and more game modes.
Yep.
Which is
more
all
weapons, more classes.
Which, to be fair, is all on their roadmap, but the roadmap doesn't have dates on it. So you don't know when this shit is coming. It could be coming next week or next year. So unfortunately,
both a good thing or a bad thing, since dates give you a good idea and make it so they have to get it done at a certain time, but that also means maybe it doesn't get done
so
as well as it should.
So do I feel like I messed up buying the game? I bought 1 copy, which was Sir Silver. The developers gave me 2 copies. Do I feel bad about buying Silver a copy? No, because I feel like down the road there's enough hope for the game that I feel like we'll be able to play it down the road and enjoy it a lot more than we did now. But yeah, it only deserves a 5 out of 10 for now. I personally would tell if anybody, unless they're a super duper fan of Starship Troopers, to just hold off and wait till the game is in better shape. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
I agree 100%.
I always try and be a positive person, but there's certain things I have to look at, especially when I'm playing on stream and I go back and watch my streams or whatever, and to see what's going on. Because, like, for reviews of stuff I play, it's always good to go back and watch your streams, because then you can see what other people are seeing. And man, there was some weird shit. So yeah, it's a 5. If you really love the franchise, you could probably bump it up to a 6 right now. But I would wait. I would just wait for it to be fixed up, optimized, get the bugs out there. Actually have them create some more animations for the bugs that are in the game. Because currently it's
simplistic.
Because right now it's like, I walk forward, I walk to the side, I gnaw at a wall. That's basically all the characters do. But like I said, at the point, I'm giving them credit because it's very, very early. Maybe they should have waited a bit longer to launch it. Maybe, but I understand they need to make money to make the game, and this is not like some big giant developer, right? So it's not one of those cases where Baldur's Gate 3, where they needed to have the game be in early access for 3 fucking years to finish it. It's not one of those deals. So
at least it's coming out in August.
Sure. Alright,
And
so,
honestly, if you've actually played it, it actually does have a substantial amount of content, despite the fact there's only Act 1.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it didn't need to be in early access for 3 years.
Yeah, I agree.
Alright.
They should have brought it out last year, not this year. Not 3 years ago.
Yeah, they should have waited till they were way farther along to do that. But alright, does anyone else have anything else to talk about review-wise? Because I am done.
Nothing substantial, but I did try that No Man's Island game.
Yeah.
You sent me the key for. Now obviously it was a beta, so the key has now been revoked.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that on the deck itself, it had a bit of finicky with controls because obviously it's in beta, and it's not out yet, so it's not tested for the deck. It was a bit finicky. I had to manually readjust controls quite a bit, but it does have controller support, which is good to know. And that's from the beta too. I was pretty surprised. But the interface could definitely use some work. It didn't run amazingly well, but it definitely was playable.
Well,
Frame rate wasn't garbage. It was definitely playable. I didn't play a huge amount of it though. So
see, it didn't help that they didn't label that as a beta either.
Because when you gave me the key, it said No Man's Island beta, and I was like, oh.
All right, Glav, what do you want to talk about? All right, Glav's gonna write out his review while we move over to the topic of the month. So this is something that anyone else can jump in on as well. We're going to talk about showcases because we're in the former E3 time of year, I guess you would say. Now that E3 is not around anymore. Yeah, demolish or die. Okay, tell me about it, Glav. Let's see. Let's talk about the Sony one first. As a gamer, I thought it was actually all right. For somebody who likes games.
Wasn't anything amazing? Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah. As a person who owned a PlayStation, would I be real excited about it? No, probably not.
Really.
But I don't. So
I do, but I haven't even played on the PS5 yet. Still got it in its bugs.
Okay.
Because of being
so we're
game saves.
All right. So we're out of the stuff you do know that was announced during that. What is something that you would like to play out of those?
Dragon's Dogma 2, of course.
Okay.
Let's see what else. I've never actually played a Spider-Man game. I know, huge fucking shocker. I know, I've never actually played any Spider-Man games at all, ever. And yet, I like Spider-Man as a superhero.
Well, who doesn't? I mean, it's Spider-Man. Come on.
Yeah, I'm going to watch the new movie tomorrow night.
Right? Yeah,
Alan Wake 2 seems like it'd be right up your alley, Silver. I mean, you're the horror guy.
I haven't even played the first one, though.
No excuse.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't know. I don't have it. I'm pretty sure I don't. Anyway, I'd have to rummage through my library.
His horror license has been revoked.
You shush! I'll be playing freaking Amnesia the Bunker. Trust me, it's on Game Pass.
So would I.
Spoilers. Yeah. We're talking about that later.
Yeah.
What? Oh. No, it's upcoming games. Whatever.
You're not
This was on the PlayStation. This was on the PlayStation 2. So shush.
Okay, you need to pick one.
Yeah. Sorry. Out of the showcase that I've seen.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's tough. Well, Dragon's Dogma 2 isn't coming out for a while, so probably not that.
I hope they'll be smart enough to do that. Let's maybe.
Damn, dude, I don't know. No, I will just go with Dragon's Dogma 2.
All right, how about you, Ray?
Fuck it.
As far as the Sony conference,
Yeah.
I mean, not that I have a PlayStation, so it doesn't make much of a difference to me. Marathon really interests me, though, because I want to see more of that.
Okay, Marathon interests me.
Easy.
Marathon interests me until I found out it's a stupid PvPvE extraction shooter now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And after seeing, Rainbow Six Extraction, no fucking thank you.
No, but Escape at Tarkov is way better than that.
I was gonna say people have been saying it's like Tarkov more than any other.
They have 3 extraction shooters in that conference.
Yeah, I saw.
The first
honestly,
game,
knowing it's an extraction shooter, and having played the original Marathon, the first game anyway. It's a huge what's the term? Something that moves away from its original design.
Departure.
It's a huge departure. Thank you, Ray. Huge departure from its originality. So I'm like, it's gonna lose some of its identity. It's definitely gonna lose some of its identity.
I think
this isn't an extraction shooter. I'm like, this is not what Bungie's good at.
I think
Sorry, but this is not what they're good at.
I think they took
I don't know.
what they already had for an IP and said, how can we use this to make people interested? Yeah, to
monetize. They're gonna fucking monetize it. Watch.
Well, also, let's put this into perspective. What have they been doing for the last few years? They've been working on Destiny 2. They worked on Halo, and these were all multiplayer PvP games that at least had multiplayer PvP in them, along with all the other stuff. So
yeah, and especially
this is exclusively PvPvE.
This could be kind of a continuation of, well, we've got an IP. How do we work with it? With the skills we've been nurturing for the past few years. Maybe they don't have as many people that are good at making single-player content now, and
True.
so this could be very telling for the future of Bungie, if nothing else. And if they can still put good storytelling into a PvP extraction shooter, that will go over very well with players, I think.
Yeah.
But we'll have to wait and see when you actually get some gameplay, because we don't have gameplay yet.
Yeah, it's too early to tell. We've only seen the CGI trailer. That doesn't count. So, yeah.
So, you know what mine is?
What do you got, Tim?
What's that, Ray?
What's yours?
What's that, Tim?
Helldivers 2.
Yes, I remember you playing the original.
I love the original. I mean, now it's not top-down anymore, but, I love the original Helldivers. And it is coming to PC.
I remember one of the first clips I took.
Was me playing Helldivers and killing myself, yeah.
You're getting squished.
Yeah, I dropped
resupply.
Yeah, I dropped a resupply on myself and killed myself. It was great.
Oh, that was one of my favorite clips.
See?
Check it out in the channel if you are willing to dig deep into the clips channel.
Yeah. But yeah, Helldivers 2 was something I'm really excited for. And it is coming to PC, so great. That works out for me. Because I'm sorry, there's nothing that's going to come to PlayStation that's going to make me want to buy one. Because even they've said at this point, it's 2 or 3 years and you can play it on PC. The only thing they got coming out now that I'm really excited about is Final Fantasy 16, and it's 6-month console exclusive, and they're already talking about taking their time with the PC port, but it's already in development and it's coming. So
they're damn well better considering the flops that we've had so far.
Yeah, so I'm kind of I'm okay with it. But let's talk about the future, okay? So we have Summer Games Fest. We have the Microsoft conference. We have Devolver Digital, which is always hilarious. And then we have Ubisoft Forward, which is on the 12th. Those are all within the next 9 days. We have 3.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next 3. The Ubisoft one, I was never really a big Ubisoft fan anyway.
And for people that do watch the channel, I didn't know I was going to do this, but I got motivated recently, and I will be covering Summer Games Fest live. I will be coming to Devolver Direct live, and I will be live for the Microsoft conference. So those 3 I will be covering live on Twitch.
Right, cool.
Ubisoft, I will either record a reaction if I can get enough people together, or I'll just save it until the podcast and talk about it then. There's not enough that Ubisoft is going to put out unless there's something crazy announcement that I don't know about that is going to make me super excited. I've been playing a couple things that are under NDA for them, and they're all right. But like, there's nothing that I'm super pumped for when it comes to Ubisoft at all. So
I was going to say, they talked about Assassin's Creed on the PlayStation conference, so like, what are they even going to announce at the Ubisoft conference?
well, they're probably going to do a deeper dive in the Mirage, I imagine. Probably like a gameplay trailer.
And probably that Star Wars game that they've got in development.
Yeah, they got Star Wars game in development. They've got the Avatar game, which is due later this year. Let's see. They're also working on something else. I can't remember what they were working on.
Skull and Bones.
But
that's next year now.
They got the Crew Motorsport, which is the Crew game. Which is all right. I mean, they took out the planes and the boats, but now it's more like land vehicles in it, which is all right.
Oh,
Yes, it did, baby. Yeah, less variety, but now you get to do F1 racing, you get to do off-road racing, you get to do classic racing, you get to do street racing. So I mean, it's. I probably shouldn't say any more than that, but you get to do 4 different types of racing, but. Yeah, it's all right. It's a minor upgrade, but the one thing I can mention, which has already been leaked, so I'm not going to get in trouble for it. If you have the Crew 2 and you get Motorsport, you can take all of the content that you had in the Crew 2 and transfer it to Motorsport and not have to pay for it again, which is great. I think they're going to probably end up making it maybe free to play. I really do. Especially if they're talking about transferring stuff from 2 to the new game, it's probably going to end up being free to play.
That would be interesting.
I mean, games as a service, better or worse, is the hot fucking ticket right now. I mean, like, look at Sony. Sony announced 6 of them during their conference. So. I hope to God Xbox doesn't have a shit ton of them. I don't think they do. I haven't heard anything about them developing any games in that type of genre. So,
speaking of the Xbox,
showcase,
so please mention something about Avowed. Fucking hell, it's been 2 or 3 years. Anything would be nice. Come on, I want to know what Obsidian's doing aside from The Outer Worlds 2. We already know about that. But I want to know about Avowed. I'm more interested in that.
Okay. So
as much as I like.
Yeah, what are we going to see at the Xbox conference? I am pretty sure we're going to see Hellblade 2 and finally get an update.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Hellblade 2 and probably get either a date or a window for release.
Imagine October.
Well, wouldn't that be fitting?
I was going to say either that or November. And then let's see. We already know we're getting the Starfield Direct afterwards, so that's a given. So Starfield already has a date, so that's not worried about that. Let's see. What is something else that could come? Fable.
Fable.
Yeah.
Fable's already been teased. But other than that, I don't think Avowed's coming out this year.
I just want to know something about
just want some news.
I get that Obsidian is working on Grounded. I get that. I know.
They're working on Grounded, and they're working on.
I just want to know something.
And they're working on the Outer Worlds 2.
Yep, man, they've got.
They got a lot of employees now, though. Their studio increased like 300%.
I mean, come on. I love Obsidian. They've made some of my favorite games of the last 20 years.
And they said they have surprise announcements. So what do you think that's going to be? Do you have any guesses?
Ooh, surprise announcements. I heard like very, very salty rumors. By that I mean take it with a huge grain of salt. That they may consider bringing back that. What was that bloody game they cancelled?
Scalebound?
Yeah, Scalebound. I can't believe you got it in one go, Tim. Nice job. Nice job, man. Nice job.
I'm a good Xbox historian.
I've heard very, very, rumors, take them with huge grains of salt, that they might be considering bringing that one back.
I mean, what is Platinum working on right now?
Nothing as far as I know.
It's either that or they're working on Rise of the Ronin, which is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles God of War style game. Wholesome Direct is amazing. A Wholesome Direct is awesome.
Other than
oh yeah,
what
and
we've just mentioned.
another big rumor, which I hang out in a Discord, which is all about rumors. So they pretty much try and dispel all the dumb ones. But a rumor that's been going on for a while now, leading up to this, is that they're bringing back Killer Instinct, and it's going to be a collaboration between Microsoft and Bandai Namco.
Well, Bandai Namco, no fighting games. Oh yes.
Because I don't think
franchises under their belt.
Because I don't think Iron Galaxy is even available to make the game right now. Which is the people that made the last Killer Instinct, for people that don't know.
Yeah, and that remaster, yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Even though I never played the original, I found the music, man. I fucking dig the music.
I mean, I played Killer Instinct like 2 days ago with my kids, so like, I still love that series. Yeah, like, because the Series S is downstairs, so we've been playing a whole bunch of shit together. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I have no idea, unless they're gonna like go crazy and be like Fallout New Vegas 2 or something, which
would be awesome.
Yeah, that would like break the fuck internet, you know.
but you make it with the Unreal Engine, not well, yeah, because it's Obsidian. So
yeah, you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about the Creation Engine.
Yeah, because the Creation Engine, apparently Starfield is the last game that's going to be made with it, and they're going to be switching to something else.
Yeah, they'll probably just use Unreal for Elder Scrolls 6.
That would be fucking smart.
Yeah.
Very smart.
But we'll see what the utmost range of Creation Engine is, because if it's the last one, I want to see how far they can push it before it actually breaks.
Yep.
Okay, so lastly, let's talk about Summer Games Fest, which is like a free-for-all of all announcements.
So many things that you could...
That's not what could. What do you think we will see? I think we're going to see... a trailer for Final Fantasy Rebirth, which is the second part of the Final Fantasy VII Remake series, because they've started talking about that now.
Are they going to name it funnily like Final Fantasy 7-2?
No, it's actually called Rebirth.
Ah, man,
just Rebirth, no numbers.
Yeah, the first one was called Remake. Now this one's called Rebirth.
Oh, so.
Oh, I see what they did there.
I just want to see an official date for Silksong. Well, it's gonna be on Game Pass whenever it releases. So if you're gonna find out any news, it's probably gonna be during their conference.
Ah, yes.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of anything else that could possibly be put there. Because even like Keighley himself, which is usually Mr. like overhype, underperform, has said that there's only like 3 or 4 things that are going to blow people's minds there. I mean, maybe you get an announcement date for Elden Ring DLC, which would make all those people happy.
Yeah.
GTA 6 gets shadow dropped. It's dropping tomorrow. Internet explodes.
Right?
No, I think GTA 6 will probably be out next year, though.
They roughly said 2024, 2025.
Yeah.
Roughly.
I mean, seeing as how 2K is predicting $6 billion in income next year, I'm guessing probably it's because of that game.
Man, I really wish people would stop giving them money. They've had a shit attitude lately.
What, Rockstar?
And they hate modders. Yeah, they hate modders too.
Yeah, honestly, I know I'm gonna sound like a fucking old man when I say this. I don't care. I love GTA 4 more than I even like the story of GTA 5.
Really? But Nico's cousin, fuck him. So annoying.
I like going to play bowling with Nico. It's fine.
I hated his fucking uncle, man. Let's go bowling.
Yeah, but I didn't mind the bowling game.
Yeah, sure, that was fine, but it was just him constantly asking you, calling you, saying, "Oh, let's go bowling, let's go do something." I'm like, "No, shut the fuck up, dude. Leave me alone. Try to do stuff."
I just feel like once online broke through, like they tried to do it with Red Dead, you know, and it worked. It worked with 5. It worked with 5, but I feel like at this point, GTA 6 is gonna become like fucking Fortnite, where they're gonna like change the map every few seasons to keep online going. I mean, like seriously.
Yeah. That's gonna be their new live service, I bet.
Yeah, and why?
Sorry, Tim.
Why do we have to do that?
Sorry, Tim, but I'm sorry, man. But it's the future of gaming.
Okay, then I'm just not.
Sony thinks.
Don't worry. I'll just stick with what I play then. I don't care. I really don't.
Yep.
I understand that's what a lot of people want. That's fine. If you want that, that's fine. I get it.
We've got a lot of other things to look forward to, man.
Exactly.
Hey, Resident Evil 9 could get some information. Who knows? And it is officially called Resident Evil 9 Apocalypse. They have now stuck with that title. I'm like, oh, so those leaks were actually true then. Oh, okay then.
I am kind of surprised though that they didn't finish the trilogy with one set of characters.
Right.
I thought Rose was going to take over for 9, but they already finished that.
Yep. Nope. They're not involved. Nope.
Yeah, it's weird. All right, so I mean, Devolver Digital. I just want to see the fucking thing. I don't care what they announce.
Yep. Yeah, right. Nobody cares. It's just show us the trailer. I just want to see how batshit crazy it's going to be, and I'll be good. All right, so let's do the part that everybody really seems to like of this podcast, which. You know, someday I might just end up making it like its own thing on a weekly basis. Be like, what's the games of the week?
Games of the week. Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, we're going to talk about the games that are coming for the next month, or we might have missed a couple days, but you're going to hear about those anyway.
I'm going to say, sit your butts down, grab some popcorn, because it's going to take a while.
Thankfully, not too long. Our lists are not crazy long this month, but we'll do a good enough job showcasing a wide variety of games, I can already assume. All right, so what's going on first? Let's go Ray first.
All right. I'm going to start with Oblivion Override, since this was something Silver was looking at too. And I'm kind of surprised you didn't have on your list.
I did.
You did?
Yeah, I did too.
We all talk about it. I saw this and was like, wow, this looks right up Tim's alley.
I mentioned in the chat, why you no read?
And guess what? I'm going to give you props. He told me about the game first.
There you go.
Well, it's fitting because it looks great.
Yeah, and it's definitely a Tim game. I'll put it in my own category now. Wait.
Tim games, yes.
As Ray put it the other day when I was playing that game. It definitely looks like a Tim game. Yes, it's a Tim game. I'll take Metroidvania games. That's fine.
We all have games that we favor.
Yeah, but it looks really good. Yeah, it looks really good. Similar.
Actually, the art style looked a lot like, what was that game you played like last week?
Oh, Magenta Horizon?
I think so.
Yeah, the action one with all the crazy combos. Yeah, that was Magenta. Yep.
The animations and style kind of remind me of that.
Yeah,
but it looks a little faster paced than that.
Yeah, I love stuff like this, so it's definitely an instant. I wouldn't say buy, but I'll put a key in it for it.
And while I'm far from an expert at Metroidvania games, I do tend to play some here and there.
All right, so I'll let Silver go next. What do you got, Silver?
All right. Secrets of the Witch House.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna put this out there right now. No shit, Diablo 4 is but it's not on Steam, so I'm not gonna bother. But yes, go buy Diablo 4 if you like Diablo 3 and Diablo 2.
We all know about it already. We don't have to bring it up.
Yeah,
Indeed.
or Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6 is amazing.
Hey, you know me. Shooters.
It looks very Japanese.
Retro, or yeah, very Japanese, yeah.
Oh, she got decapitated, man. That's not good.
Ouch. Ouch.
In a Japanese game? That's surprising.
Well, Tim said it looks Japanese, but it fucking isn't.
With the mini games it did.
If it's got decapitation, right? Oh yeah, right, I gotcha. Hey, sometimes you just want to play something that doesn't require you to think a lot, you know?
I like not thinking. It's my strong suit.
Aw, Tim.
Hey, I'm allowed to say that about myself.
Yes, I demean myself all the fucking time. I totally understand. It's a quality or a quirk we both share.
Yes. All right,
It's a simple way to make humor.
my first one is called Nocturnal.
For a second, I thought you said nocturnal.
Hey, look it's an action adventure.
Game.
Look it's an action adventure side-scrolling game.
Wait a minute, that sounds familiar.
It does.
Except
Hey, I don't mind those kind of games either.
except mine comes out in 3 days. No, but you know what I've actually started to notice is the publisher Dear Villagers actually puts out a lot of very good quality like indie games, and I've started paying attention to them. So yeah, Nocturnal is a straight up action and adventure side-scrolling game, and there's no roguelike. No roguelike. So you literally just play through it. And why did my monitor shut off? Oh, okay, it's back. I was like, what the fuck happened? You behave, computer. You behave.
Be nice.
Okay. Alright, so what's next, Ray?
Let's take a look at back from the top. Pile up.
Pile up.
This one's a bit more of a Ray game.
Which, Murmich better have a wonderful review for me, because he's only had this game for about a month.
Oh, boy.
I gave him a key to this game a month ago.
He didn't tell me he gave him this key. I go beat him up for it now. Oh yeah, it's reminded me of those other kind of puzzly building something games.
So
There seems to be like strategy and
yeah,
like happiness and stuff like that, and pollution, I think.
I was gonna say yeah. So it does matter where and how you build,
and you can even blow things up.
Well then, seems a bit wasteful, but also entertaining. If you
it's
like,
demolishing. You know, you need to make room, then just kaboom.
Yes, I need room. Goodbye, facility that I no longer need.
All right, Ray, check your DMs.
Hilarious.
Well, I guess I know what I'm reviewing next.
Exactly. For people that don't know, I just gave him a copy of this game. So
I know what I'll be reviewing.
I had an extra copy. Oh yeah, make sure to keep track of what your game of the month is. Oh yeah, we forgot to check that. Hold on 1 second before we continue.
That's usually Murmich's job.
My review game will be what came out at the end of May, because I did not have time to play it. Yes, I know it's been out for 5 days now, but I still haven't had time to play it fully.
So Ray ended up with very positive. Mine ended up with very positive, but has more reviews, and I think Silver won. Because he picked Silver.
System Shock.
Yeah, he
System
won.
Shock remake.
Yeah, Silver won this month. Remember, he never wins, as he said last month.
No, I never win. No.
Yeah, he
What are you
won this.
talking about?
He won this month. All right. Okay, so
Well, hey, at least
what's
it wasn't a AAA game, so.
what's your next game, Silver?
Alright, let's see what we got here.
Oh, that's a long title.
Fella.
Okay. There you go. Repella Fella.
Yeah. So when I first saw this, I was like, wait a minute. Why does this feel familiar to me? And then I watched the trailers and I was like, oh, that just looks bloomin' daft. I have to add this to the list. Oh my word.
Well,
Oh.
it certainly is something so far from what I can see.
Mhm. You're darn right, fella.
Oh, it's even got a theme song. Oh, great. We got another one to add to the queue.
Oh no!
Yes. What? Oh no, wait. No. What have I done? Oh my goodness. It's. I guess it'd be like watching a video game movie.
That's awesome.
Actually, Silver, like this is just making me think like those old Newgrounds animations, but a game
Oh
instead.
yeah, right. Oh man, Newgrounds. I fucking love Newgrounds. Even today, I still go there sometimes. Even today.
Dude, I've been
It has
offered
to
so
be
many
like-
codes for this game. I guess I should grab it. Alright.
Might as well give one to Silver.
Yeah, dude, I've been offered like 6 codes for this game.
I think they might have like been like, oh wait a minute, you like wacky games, right?
Yeah, I do.
Tim, he'll play anything.
Almost anything.
I'll try anything once. Why not?
Yeah, why not, right? Hey, look, it's Snake. I mean, not Snake. Not Snake. Yeah, it's not Snake.
That does look pretty damn good though. I guess I'll have to accept the request.
It,
No,
it certainly looks better.
I'll
than
I'll
you might
accept the request and then give it to Silver and make him play it.
Hopefully
asked
we'll
for it.
actually, hopefully we'll actually work with the deck. We'll see.
All I gotta say is I will get reviews out of people. Ray already got his. He's got 30 days to make to do
Yeah,
a review.
I got
Don't
I've
worry.
got another one that you gave me too that I have to do, but yeah.
I will be reviewing System Shock first and foremost.
Okay.
Silver has a
'Cause I should have done it, but I mean I only had 4 days, and I'm like, a game like that, I need to take my time with it.
Alright, my next one is called Mistlight. It is an,
Mistlight.
yes, it's an action platforming game with RPG elements about a girl who is kidnapped by a shadow monster and uses the power of a magical flashlight as her only weapon.
Interesting.
So it's a side-scrolling bullet hell pixel art game.
Ooh, I love
With
Pixar games.
puzzles and a little bit of shooting.
Yep.
I don't know why. There's just something magical. Pardon the pun about pixel art games. Just something magical about them. You know.
And this game is currently on sale for $7.99. Big spender.
And it has a demo.
Yes.
The demos.
Oh, $7.99. Oh, that's so expensive.
I know. I shoot for the moon. You know me.
You are paying for quality, clearly, and this is definitely similar to Celeste as far as Steam is concerned.
Yes.
Isn't it, Tim?
Yeah. So I'm sure the difficulty spikes will show themselves once you play it.
Yeah. All right. What's next, Ray?
I just thought I got a laugh.
Cell Machine, Indev.
Cell Machine.
Yes.
There's two
Oh, there.
different cells.
Yeah, I know.
Which one?
I figured
They're
it was
spelled the
it
same.
was CE.
Cell. Wait.
So it appears this might be an itch.io game that somebody's
Oh.
like made a successor to. Or a mod to a game. But it appears to be a kind of a
Whoa.
It's
based programming sort of game, puzzle game.
so it's a sandbox puzzle game.
Yes.
How interesting.
What if it's freeform? What kind of crazy stuff you can do in it?
Well, considering what they showed in the trailer, it looks like you could do some pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah, that was like that one hell of a light effect. I was like, whoa. My eyes.
All right, Silver, what's up next?
Alrighty. Amnesia the Bunker, of course.
Oh my god, you and your fucking crazy shit. I've never even heard of this before.
Henry, I actually played through and finished the original Amnesia, so excuse me.
Nah, I'm cool with it.
I just really gotta play through Soma. I really have to play through Soma. I must.
You haven't played through Soma?
No, I know. Berate me as much as you like. I know.
Take away his horror license again.
Considering the game is like, well, almost 10 years old now. Well, actually, no, probably not even that right now.
No, it's just sad that I played Soma.
Yes, I know, right? But have you played the original Amnesia?
No.
Ah, then I can berate you as much as I like then.
But I don't claim to be a horror fan. I don't claim to be a
but you've never played their origin game. The game they started with, fictional games. Ah, you've never played the original.
I will say this. I can't wait to try this.
Oh yeah. I've already seen the first hour, and holy shit. Good thing I'm not claustrophobic. Good thing I'm not afraid of the dark. And it's a good thing I've actually had some experience with Amnesia. So I know what I'm somewhat going to do. But then there's the rats. They're fucking huge. And then there's the creature itself.
Are
And then
USs?
there's the... Huh? What?
Are rodents of unusual size?
Yes. They are huge. Holy fuck. They'll kill you very quickly if you're not careful. Thankfully, you have ways to deter them. Just don't waste bullets on them. You will not get very many of them. And you should use them on the creature, not the, And I've seen the creature in its full form. Man, what the fuck made that thing? That's what I want to know. Hopefully we get to find out. Or maybe not.
It's probably just Super Bunny Man.
I will say it's definitely got some amazing atmosphere, especially since it's based in World War I era. And I'm like, there ain't that many World War I horror games, actually. I can name at least two. Necrovision, and there's that other one that's on Steam right now. Oh crap, I can't remember the name of it, unfortunately. But it is on Steam somewhere, and I'll have to look it up.
Right.
But yeah, there's two that I know of, and this is the third. And hopefully, from what I've seen so far,
It looks
it's
pretty
going
good.
to be good. It's
Alright.
going to be
You know,
good, oh yeah.
This might surprise you, but on the topic of other games like this that Tim has or hasn't played, I would like to play Soma of those games, and I actually do own Amnesia.
Well, and also, if you don't actually own any of them and you have an Xbox, they're also on Xbox too.
Yep.
The Amnesia collection, anyway. Just don't bother with Machine for Pigs. It's not that great and not even scary at all. Not in my opinion. But definitely do play the original and Justine. They definitely have some great atmosphere and creep factor. And if you like puzzles, then yeah. Great games. Unless you don't like being chased, then yeah.
All right. My next one is Super Mega Baseball 4.
Super Mega Baseball 4!
Which is the only baseball series that's really available on PC, and thankfully, for the most part, it's pretty fucking good.
Yes, it's not owned by, a big corporation that will gladly have
well, it is now.
EA Sports!
They weren't originally.
In the loot box.
Oh no.
They weren't originally, to be fair.
Well, at least it's baseball, so I don't think they can really monetize it as
They don't.
as football.
They don't.
Yeah.
The only thing is like
Yeah.
they
You
sell,
shush, Ray.
they,
Shush.
they sell like early access and stuff if you pre-order it. That's about all they do now.
The usual EA BS.
It's still
It's
All right.
better than, you know, having you fork out hundreds of fucking dollars just to try to get a fucking edge.
Yeah, and also it's like a full-fledged baseball game too. It has like a full franchise mode, online franchises, the whole 9 yards. So I mean, I want to know what people are so upset about with this. I hate to do
I was
this
gonna
thing.
say, so that are they just upset EA owns it now?
I should have known better that EA would screw this up. The shame on you, Metalhead, for selling it out. Is a complete. Super Mega Baseball 3 was amazing, which it was. Super Mega Baseball 4 is complete garbage. Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
damn.
Those are some strong opinions. I wish they'd give examples.
Yeah, they don't.
It would
Of
make things
course.
easier. It would make things easier to identify, like,
Yeah.
differentiate.
All right, let's go next then.
All right. Root.
Okay. I think I know how to spell that. Is that R-U-P-E-T?
Yes.
Okay, wrong root. There are two roots, man. That's not fair.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Nope, that's not it.
R.O.O.O.T.
There we go. We got it.
The computer command boot.
That's so funny. There's like 4 games that are named Root.
Show us what you've got.
Oh yeah, and I figured out why I thought you brought this game up before, Ray. Is like you recommended a game that was called Roots, R-O-O.T.S before.
Oh, blimey.
That would make sense then.
Yes.
But yeah, a little grid-based puzzle game. That's apparently coming to early access and has an English demo.
It's logic puzzles. Uh-oh. A lot of people won't be able to do that because logic is dead.
Well,
Yeah.
I've tried logic stuff in like Empyrean Galactic Survival, and I'm like, I don't know any of this shit.
See? Logic is dead, everybody. Silver killed it.
Look. It is a little bit on the complicated side, alright?
No, that's
Do I
fair.
look like a fucking programmer?
I'm a doctor, not a pool
I
man.
mean,
Dan, help me out, please.
to be fair,
I'm a doctor,
Yeah,
not a
it's
pool man.
complicated, I know.
All right, Silver. What's your next one before we make your brain hurt?
Harmony, Fall of Reverie. Hopefully I said that right. Because you have an accent, apparently.
You said it right. It's
And
fine. It's harmony.
Harmony.
No, actually,
Fall of Reverie.
actually, I was quite interested in this game myself, so I'm not
And also it's
getting.
made by Don't Nod. And you know me, I'm a fan of Don't Nod because of Life is Strange. What can I say?
It actually looks really good.
It does.
Right?
Sure it is.
Yes, I'm a fan of that kind of art style. I've played a couple of visual novels that have similar art style, or actually use that kind of art style. That's why I'm a fan of it. For the most part. But see, it's not just RPGs and shooters for me. No. Oh, and strategy games and fighting games and.
Silver doesn't just play horror games and boomer shooters. He just plays a lot of them.
Yes. Especially over the last, what, 5-6 years now? Ever since Dusk came out, that's when I started getting really into boomer shooters. Because Dusk was just, one of the epitome of boomer shooters. That really got me into them. Especially because of the music.
See into the future and open new paths.
But yeah,
Seems
definitely caught my eye.
Evolving in the narrative will enable you to partially reveal
Indeed.
what the future brings. You won't be
All right.
I'm most interested to see where it goes.
Folly makes
All right. Here's
Besides,
my
I like my choices.
here's my really
Well, I struggle.
indie game for the month that I've actually already enjoyed quite a bit. Is
Your really indie game?
yeah, my really indie game, Tiny Thor.
Ah, yes.
Or
Yep. Defend yourself, and, make sure those creatures don't,
It's
Stop.
it's
yeah, this is a Tim game, definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
That is a very
Yeah,
Tim
yeah.
game.
It's you use your hammer for a lot of things, not just to attack enemies. So eventually, it becomes almost like Celeste what you can do with the hammer itself.
I see there's some
boy.
terrain destruction too.
Yeah.
yes, indeed.
Oh yeah, I see the Celestness in this.
I'm not sure which one.
Thank you, dear.
Making sure I drink.
Celestification. You mean celestification?
Yes.
There you go.
So if anybody wants to know my new obsession, Mountain Dew Energy, which I don't drink a lot of energy drinks now, but they came out one that is Baja Blast flavored energy drink, and
Oh.
Baja Blast is my favorite kind of Mountain Dew, and yeah, it is now my jam for the summer.
Ooh.
But yeah, this game, I've already played like 25 minutes of it, just checking it out a little bit, because I haven't had enough time to really dive into it because of, the Planetoid, the Droid Delta game I've been playing. But this is the next game on the list, and it's actually been a lot of fun so far. So beyond the fact that I want you to look forward to it, I've already played a bit of it, and it doesn't come out for 2 days, so at least I can give you an upfront analysis of it.
Hey.
But all right, what's up next, Ray?
System of Souls.
I was like, don't steal Silver's games. No.
No, I'm not stealing Silver's
Oh.
games.
We already discussed this just before we before you hopped into DC.
System of Shock.
Funny enough, there was actually a vampire shooter called Slayer Shock. I know, right? So many games are shocking that
It's a
Oh,
small world.
So this is a puzzle platforming game in first person?
This is, it's like a Portal-esque puzzle game.
Oh boy.
Hmm.
I want to see Ray actually legit play one of these and like get through it. I'd like to watch Ray play like Mr. Ribbon or something like that.
I'm sure it'll be an entertaining watch.
Actually, Myst is one of the first games I ever played.
Yeah, Myst is great. Like, I'm waiting to play the game I just got from the same developer. I haven't had time to schedule it yet, but
Oh,
I guess the complaint people have is that it's not hard enough. So I'm like, it should be easy for me.
it's perfect for me. Yes.
Yeah.
It's not hard enough.
No, they said the puzzles were too simplistic.
I was gonna say, compared to Myst, that's probably not saying a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't it make you feel proud when you solve a puzzle with no assistance whatsoever?
Oh
Yeah.
yes, certainly.
You're like, yes, I have the brain power to actually solve this shit.
I are smart.
Oh, you're smart. S-M-A-R-T.
But you spelled it right the first time.
All right. What's
Simpsons
next?
reference for those that know.
What's next, Silver?
Mask of the Rose. My first visual novel. I think I got another one or two after that. I think.
Mask of the
But we'll find out.
Rose.
Yes. Know what you thought I'd look for, huh?
No, it's fine. Actually, I know you like visual novels. I like some. Except mine are erotic, and you guys don't like to hear about them.
Actually, I could definitely introduce you to some that are erotic if you want, Tim.
That's the mid-month podcast, right, Tim?
Yeah, that's why I don't do it anymore, because no one wants to hear about my erotic shit.
Except
I do.
Vlad.
I do. Hey, I found some good ones.
All
What are you
right,
talking about?
all right.
Anyway.
Silver's telling me to bring back the mid-month podcast. Tell him if he's right. We'll talk about we'll talk about all the booby games together. It'll be great.
Boobs. Oh, and also the reason why I like the look of this game is because it's based in the Fallen London universe, which I am actually a huge fan of as well.
Nice.
You know, like the Sunless Sea, and the Fallen London, the Fallen London web game, which is actually pretty fascinating. Especially if you like, I don't know, text-based RPGs.
Nice.
Very old, but something that I like looking into. And yeah, so when I saw that this was based in the Fallen London universe, I was like, ooh, finally. Something that's in the Fallen London universe other than the Sunless Sea. Or Sunless Skies. I think it was Sunless Skies. Because I'm pretty sure we both have that, Tim.
Yes. So this is my interesting pick of the month. It might actually be my pick of the month. Is Loop 8, Summer of Gods, which is a RPG based on time loops.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And the time
Let's
loops
see.
allow you to learn from gods.
Well then.
Oh, wow, Hopefully they're not that, hopefully they're not going to be condescending. Or, unhelpful in any way.
I suspect it's more, since it's clearly a Japanese-based game, I suspect it's more,
Yes! I saw this on an Inside Gaming, the weekly roundup. In fact, yeah, I saw it today, not long ago, just before the podcast.
And I do like the combat system in the game as well. So.
Yeah, I was not expecting a game like this to have combat, but things can surprise you.
I mean, some of us gotta get JRPGs anymore. Like, Final Fantasy gave up on being a JRPG.
Oh,
Fair
yeah.
enough.
I know, I understand, Tim. Hey, there are some games that have hope.
Now they might as well call it Devil May Fantasy.
Devil May Fantasy.
Final Devil Fantasy.
Yeah.
Final Devil May Fantasy.
But yes, I'm very interested in this. It seems like it's going to have a lot of different ways you can play it, actually. And there's like a few different endings to the game, and it's like almost like playing an anime, which that's cool to me. And yeah, I'm very excited for it. Comes out in whopping 3 days. Hey Dan, welcome to the stream.
Hello, Dan.
All right, so what's next, Ray?
Block Tower TD.
Oh God.
Wait a minute. Wasn't there a game that I see often show up on your thing, Tim? That's called something TD.
Oh, what is it?
Balloons?
Bloons TD6.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Ooh, so what's this?
Yes, let's maybe. Yep.
This is a little,
Oh God, it has cards!
roguelike. Yeah, it has cards.
Oh no!
Technically.
I did see a couple of card games actually, Tim. I don't know if I should have brought them up because I think you would have probably noticed them.
No, I bought the bundle on
Card
Humble
games.
that had all the card games in it. I'm good on card games for now.
Oh, but Tim, there's more coming out.
There's always more coming out.
Hey, some of
Sometimes it
them
makes you
actually
wonder
look
if-
legit. Some of them look legit. Okay, some of them actually look legit.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes it makes you wonder if developers know Tim is addicted to them. And it's just like, oh yes, Tim will display this if we make it like a card game.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, get him hooked.
Just like Ray encompasses the whole entire minimalistic category on Steam.
You're not wrong.
All right, Silver. What's the next one?
Alright. A Whisper in the Twilight, Chapter 1.
Oh, this has got to be porn.
No. If I recall, it's another visual novel.
Okay.
But no, I would never actually bring up adult-only games on this podcast.
Damn it! No, I'm kidding.
Why would I do that? I mean, I did find quite a few, but I wasn't going to
Tim,
bring
if
them
you
up.
want that, bring back mid-month. He'll join you.
I think I might actually bring back mid-month.
Only like maybe once every 3 months.
Have Glav join too. Glav, you're free
Yes.
mid-month, right?
Silver plays adult-only games confirmed? I know I do. All the time.
I do play some adult-only games, yes. Why would I lie about that? I'm
Do you
fucking
not play
31 years
adult-only
old.
games, Dan?
I'm playing, currently I'm playing Fetish Finder 3. It's pretty good.
Fetish fucking dirt.
Yes!
I see it has pedigree.
Well,
Yes,
technically,
because there's a third one.
technically it's Fetish Finder Week 3, so yes, it's a series.
Ah. Makes sense.
This kind of looks like Myst, actually.
Oh, really?
It has some similarities, at least.
Yeah.
Myst is that kind of 3D
I'm a Skywatcher.
architecture.
That actually looks pretty good, though. I'm not gonna lie, that looks pretty
Yeah.
good.
The creator and game designer of the Wii Spin.
No, let's maybe. I'm not playing the Super Seducer games.
3's the best,
Never
dude.
will.
The players.
Never
3,
will, because I find them very stupid.
3's the best. Let's maybe get 3. It actually has nudity in it. Doesn't hold it back.
If I wanted some, advice about that kind of subject, I would rather go to, someone that actually knows what they're fucking talking about.
All right, I'm gonna start my own Super Seducer game. We're gonna start crowdfunding now.
Oh, fucking god, no. What have you done?
I know what I'm talking about. I've had sex before. It's fine.
And you do have a wife, so yes. And you have kids, so yeah, you know what you're talking about.
Can't exactly argue with that logic.
You have a good, long-lasting married life, so yeah, you do.
I'm qualified. Where's my $1 million?
I don't know, speak to the person that is in charge of some shit. I don't
Talk to EA. They might figure out a way to monetize it.
I know, right?
Oh, fucking hell, what have you done, Ray? Oh, don't get them involved in that kind of thing, please.
If they'll fund it.
But they've already fucked up the freaking sports games on here.
That's what it's about.
Yeah, sure enough, Blast Beat.
Well, that's
What's
not.
that?
That's not. That's not the right
That's a
game.
Murmage game right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't.
that does.
I must have wrote it down wrong. Whatever.
That does look pretty weird, though.
Yes, it does.
Beat 'em up. A first-person beat 'em up. I don't know how I feel about that.
All right, we'll skip over that one. Heist Kitty, multiplayer cat simulator game.
If we were still doing joke games, this would have been my joke game because I saw this and was like, okay, no, this has to be true.
No, you know what the joke? You know what the joke is, guys? Is that
And it actually looks good.
the game? You know how we used to do the games after the podcast, right? Well, since how Murmich is going to be back next month, we're going to be playing 4-player Kitty Heist
yes.
Kitty.
Please,
Oh,
please
dear.
tell me we have keys.
Oh, dearie me.
I get to be the cat with the blue hat on.
Well, can I at least, have, I don't know, a top hat? Just so I can fulfill
Maybe
my
we'll see.
short hair.
So guess what?
There you go.
And this is not even a joke. I'm gonna get this game, and all 4 of us are gonna play it after the podcast next month.
Oh my goodness, and we get to drive fucking cars as cats. What the fuck?
And run people over.
Yeah.
And loot
Okay.
banks and
Now the-
squares and
Now the question is, are we gonna be the good guys or the mafia?
Let's
Meowfia.
find out.
Yes.
The Meowfia.
The mafia.
Yeah, it's mafia. Mhm.
Oh my god. But I am gonna get it just for that purpose. Just for that purpose, I'm gonna get it.
Yep. Because it's cats, I dig the idea. I'll go with it.
We'll see what this is all about.
All right.
Oh yes.
All right. What's next?
Well, on the cat theme, let's look at Cataclysm.
Cataclysm.
That's hyphenated, by the way. Cataclysm.
Okay.
Cataclimatized to the cataclysm.
Of course it's not going to be easy. It's got Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead, Cat. And I know I put a hyphen in it.
Only one hyphen. Eclism is one word.
Okay, that's probably where it's all. There, I got it. The free-to-play game? Yeah,
I believe so, yeah.
we got it.
You believe so? Right.
I don't remember.
Stuff
It
you find.
doesn't say it on
Please
that
stop.
little thing. Ah, yes. Because Digipin, always gotta support Digipin stuff.
Oh.
Yes. 3D isometric action-adventure game.
Ooh. And we get to play as a cat.
Actually, I think technically you're fighting against cats. Like, the entire world is cat-themed.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
you play as a girl who's fighting against robot cats.
oh, if they're just robots, oh, it's okay.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any real cats in here.
It looks like the main boss is a real cat.
Oh,
in
well.
a suit.
Yeah.
Well, I
iPad.
hate business suits, so yeah, okay. I hate suits. Alright, that's fine then.
When is it okay to kill a cat when he's wearing a suit?
I said nothing about killing the cat. What are you talking about, Tim? You're the one that implied that, not me.
Silver
I just
H
implied
trigger.
that, H trigger?
Shouldn't it
Where
be
the hell did
T?
the H come from?
Silver hoe bag trigger. What? You know it's not true. Listen, I've had to come to the realization I may never have gold, but I'll always have silver.
Oh,
Aw.
nice. Thanks for the adoration, Tim.
There you go. Alright, your turn, silver.
Careful, Tim. Your image is gonna get ruined.
I know, right?
Yeah, right. Ethereal Rift.
What is it? Sorry.
Ethereal.
Ethereal Rift. Sorry, is my
Is it
accent
ethereal or
slipping again?
ethereal?
Yeah.
Ethereal.
Ethereal.
Ethereal Rift.
Ethereal.
Yeah, sorry, it's just the way. I know, it's just the way I pronounce that word. I pronounce it like ethereal. I know.
I
There's an accent
technically I
thing.
think ethereal is correct, but
Yeah.
hard to gauge spelling based on that sometimes.
True.
I know I spelled it wrong. It's fine. Yay, it's gonna help me. There you go. I got it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good. It's nice when it helps.
Explore worlds.
Real.
Ethereal. What do you mean, Glad? I'm not supposed to be nice to people anymore? Well, okay, Silver, go fuck yourself. And I'm only kidding.
I'm never coming back to this podcast again.
Oh, let's
Oh,
say.
you hurt Silver's feelings.
Oh, pumpkin, it's okay.
Oh, baby.
Oh,
Yeah, fuck it, I don't care.
I'll get you a bottle and a Pampers. Oh.
Procedurally generated. Well, that's interesting.
Right?
Oh,
Like,
careful, Glad.
ooh.
Careful.
Soviet!
Whoa,
Whoa!
We wouldn't want to
yeah,
hurt
yeah.
these feelings. Come on.
Whoa. Glav. Come on now, man.
He doesn't live in the United States. He's not trying to leave it. Let me start a GoFundMe for everybody to let me move across the street because I feel like I'm oppressed on this side. There, do I feel like
I thought you lived in the middle of the road.
there, do I sound like I'm back to my old shitty self again? Yeah, I'll start GoFundMes every other week to move because my life's inconvenient.
Inconvenient. Hey, that should be a video game. Inconvenient.
There.
I
got my asshole out now. Thank you. I'm so sorry.
I hope you feel better.
Yeah.
Well, don't forget to put it back where it belongs, because,
Alright.
you know.
All right. My next one is Daydream Forgotten Sorrow.
Ooh. Looks like it has a demo or a prologue or whatever that is.
Ooh. Yeah, I did actually look at this. bit. I was like, you know what? I think Tim might like that one. And well,
It's
you
a puzzle
know,
platformer, though.
You know what it
I
reminds
was
me?
right.
You know what it reminds me a lot of is Tin Hearts.
Ah.
Tin Hearts. I don't think I saw you play that, or I don't think.
No, I
did
gave
play it.
I gave a copy to Ray.
I'll wait for next month.
Gotcha.
It's from the
Oh,
people
so
that
it's
made
not-
Fable.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Tin Hearts.
Yeah,
That's what
Tin
he's talking
Hearts.
about.
Yeah,
No, not this.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
but they look very similar.
They do. I can see the similarities.
But this one I'll play, okay?
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
But no, it actually looks really cool. I like the animation style of it. I like anything cutesy and adorable, as long as it's not mermaid adorable, which is like vomit-inducing adorable. What?
Damn.
Listen,
Tim.
Mermage plays adorable games that look like visual diarrhea. I'm sorry, I don't care.
Oh, Tim, have you no heart?
Some of Mermage's games look like Animal Crossing is like demon worship compared to the stuff he played.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Okay, what's next, Ray?
Okay.
Tim's in rare form tonight.
Yeah, someone said nice
Doesn't
fucking.
watch this.
I was gonna say we brought out the a rare
Real
form of
Tim.
Tim tonight.
Okay,
Dubium.
Mimish doesn't watch this. Dubium.
It's a
Good
dubium.
name. Dubious.
It's a dubium.
Dooba. The Dubium.
Yeah, if you're looking for something high quality on the graphic standpoint, that's definitely this
I
game.
don't even know if
The
this
trailer is
Yeah.
fantastic. We'll have to see like what the actual gameplay looks like, but I don't think it's that much worse.
Will it remind us of, what was it? Something Spaceman? Unfortunate Spaceman?
Yep.
Unfortunate Spaceman, yes.
Which that game died off
Except
quick.
you're not some kind of alien
I
monster
don't
in this one.
expect you to understand.
I know, it's a shame.
Everything I've
Because
done
New Blood
is for you guys.
Interactive worked on that as a publisher.
This
Well,
place is
they
mean
published it.
nothing now.
Well, you can't make people play things,
I've
unfortunately.
never doubted myself
Yeah.
Nope.
or thought I could
No,
fail.
you can't. You gotta make it fun in order for people to actually be interested in it.
Yeah, see, you can Hulk out, man.
Damn.
He goes all Bane effect.
Zach!
I know.
I
Oh.
would do anything to be back home. Anything.
We would like to offer you a choice. Would you like to go home empty-handed or with
I have no
everything
regrets.
packed?
I will always make the same decision.
Yeah, quite the trailer now.
I will always provide
Yep.
for my family. No matter what. Trust no one.
Yeah, that looks sick.
Ever.
So if you like your social deduction games,
And you want to murder your friends.
It's too bad it's one of them. But I guess it suits it well.
indeed.
And it's not good enough for them to actually have fun playing them, unfortunately for me.
Well, it'll certainly be interesting to see how it comes out because it has some
Yeah.
decent competition already,
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, it
and
does.
and it might have to do something unique and different to stand out from the crowd.
Alright, what's next, Silver?
Alright. The Pulse of Evil. And of course,
Well,
I had to say that with a bit of sinister tone attached to it.
Well, if evil still has a pulse, that means it's alive at least.
Evil never dies. Or at least that's what Diablo says. It's a quote in Diablo.
Well,
Evil never dies.
we're on number 4, so it hasn't died yet.
Right. I'm kind of wondering if Diablo will
Also,
actually show up in
EA
the game,
hasn't
or if
died
it's
either.
just Lilith. Yeah, good point.
Lilith. Oh, they're already making like the Dommy mommy stuff around Lilith already.
That is true.
Right. That is true.
Yeah, evil
So that's
spelled
why-
backwards is live. That's very true.
So that's why evil never dies, because it will always live.
Yes.
Within and without.
Well, this doesn't look bad.
I tried to look for some decent stuff.
How dare you? We're supposed to only do the bad stuff.
Oh, you wanted me to find really bad stuff? No, sorry, I can't do that. It's against my gamer code.
Okay, here's the one my one free to play game that I have found this month. It's called Undawn.
The world has changed.
Ah, yes, Undawn. I did see that, but I didn't take a look at it, unfortunately.
Let's rebuild.
Guest starring Will Smith.
Oh yeah, this. Ah, yes, it's on mobile too, so I'm like, I feel about that.
I compare it to like I don't know, like Honkai and the fact that it's on both, because you can actually transfer your save back and forth.
That,
Well, that's
along with guns and ammo.
Because I would do all the bullshit on my phone and then do the actual combat on my phone.
Keep shooting.
on your computer.
Yeah, right. Right.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say. I'm sorry. What?
Survive.
No, but I'm interested. I want to see how it actually how it actually plays.
Hands out.
Yeah. Because
It's
mobile combat would have to be really fucking generic, and I'm afraid that if they make that really generic, then on PC they're just gonna have to make it just as generic, and I'm gonna be like, fuck. God.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fun.
Yeah.
But it has the potential to be good because you actually can, go back and forth.
Interesting.
True. But it having
And good day,
mobile
Frodo.
mechanics means it could be slammed with microtransactions.
It's free to play. Of course it is. Of course it is.
Yep.
All right. So what's next?
Wizardry School Escape Room.
Okay, I've seen this one a lot.
I think,
Yeah,
what was
same.
it, last month we were the alchemy one, and now we have the cool one. I don't know if it's the same developer.
Yeah, I thought it had something in something in common with other wizardry games. I was like, oh wait.
No, they intentionally made the screen for this make it look very Harry Potter, so they could be like, yeah, you want Harry
I
Potter?
think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed the similarity, or at least the inspiration.
It's probably heavily inspired.
Mm-hmm. I've played a couple of escape room games. They're not bad. They can definitely be engaging, so long as you don't get distracted like me. I was doing one thing, now I've got to do this. What was I doing with this?
Yeah, exactly.
Where'd this screwdriver come from again?
Now why did I put that book? Oh shit, there's a whole bookcase of them. Damn it.
And I would say that this idea would be terrible to try and just use like a cheap idea to make them look similar, but there's people that will fall for that shit. They'd be like, oh yeah, it's like Harry Potter, alright. Alright.
Yeah, it's an escape room game.
Alright, what's your next one, Silver?
Alrighty, Grey Hill Incident. Ironically, I've already seen like a preview of this game quite some time ago.
I'm
but now
guessing
it's actually
Grey
coming
Hill's
out
one word.
finished.
Yeah, it is, okay.
Yeah, Grey Hill Incident. Yeah, I've seen some people play like a demo of it quite some time ago, almost about a year and a half ago maybe. But now it's coming together and it's coming out this month, and I'm actually quite surprised. Like, oh wow, I hadn't heard of this game for a while, so let's see it's coming out fully now, sooner than I expected. But hey, who doesn't like having a horror game with greys once in a while? I don't think we've actually had this kind of thing for a long time.
Tinfoil Hat Man, yeah!
Actually has pretty good voice acting too, from what I've heard at least. And of course, it's a horror game, so of course I gotta, you know, give it a little bit of attention. Hey, look, see? I'm still into the horror genre. It ain't gone nowhere for me.
I'm gonna play everything but horror games now. Silver's kicked me out of the horror genre.
No, Tim. You're more than welcome so long as you can take it. Take the scares, I mean, you know, because I have seen you react.
Okay.
You have amazing reactions.
Yeah, I don't get scared very often. When I do, it's fucking hilarious. Just real quick to check up with everybody before we go any further. How many do you have left?
Okay, let's see.
I have 6 left.
9 unless. Let's see. Actually, no, 8 because you're taking one of those. Yeah. Okay, 8.
Okay.
I mean, I could take another one of those because.
All right. How many? I was gonna say how many left? How you have left, right?
2 or 3.
Okay.
Silver wants to talk about that one.
Oh no, you can then. If because
3.
yeah, you take that one then.
Okay.
So that's 7 for me.
6 for me and 3 for Ray. We'll finish up quick though. All right.
Alright.
My next one is Fall of Porcupine.
Oh. With a demo.
Yeah.
Shout out to demo.
Indeed.
Okay, this
I
game.
saw quite a few games with demos.
This game was actually made as like a response to the unhealthy healthcare system when it comes to like nurses and stuff. So it's made as a dedication to nurses and healthcare workers.
That's nice.
That's good. They deserve some representation, to be honest. They're underpaid. Dramatically.
Yeah, so it's basically showing the dedication that it takes between your work and life balance as a healthcare worker as you try and get through the perils of life. But it's supposedly, from what I've heard from like people outside of Steam and stuff, it's extremely well done from what they've seen. So
Sure looks like it.
Hopefully it's not too depressing. Because then the name of the game, Fall of Porcupine, that does sound a little...
Well, it kind of looks like it might be related to autumn
yes,
as well. So it might be
yeah,
double meaning there.
exactly. All right, what's next, Ray?
Since this was on both of our lists, Silver, let's look at the Segment Twins.
Indeed.
All right, Segment Twins it is.
Now, if I recall, this is a rogue, isn't it? Or is that something else?
Hack and slash.
Aha! That's what tickled my RPG boom, but mostly because it was a hack and slash. I love my hack and slashes. Oh yes, indeed.
Definitely fast action, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, especially hack and slashes that have good paced combat. And allow you to dodge without a fucking cooldown. Looking at you, Diablo 4. The fuck's up with that? I'm sorry, but I don't like dodge mechanics with cooldowns. I hate that shit so much. Especially when, you know...
Well, I think it's pretty interesting.
Once. Indeed it does.
And it's got a demo,
That's
everybody.
why I thought,
Demo. Always go for the demo.
Shout out to
Exactly.
demos.
Shout out to demos.
Because if you don't believe in your game enough to let people try it, why should we?
True.
Yep. Why should we buy it to try it when we deserve to try it with the demo? See what it's like.
But nice, that's awesome actually. I'm sitting here watching and I'm like, wait, maybe I shouldn't watch the whole thing.
I was gonna say, I kind of figured if Tim didn't have it on his list that he'd be interested in seeing it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we like our hack and slashers, don't we?
Nice.
Wait.
That's great. All right. What's next, Silver?
The Proponent. Hopefully I said that right. It's a word that I don't say very often at all.
I got it.
If at all.
That was correct.
Brand. Reminds me of...
Off to a wonderful start, I see. I already see hanging bodies.
Yes.
What a trailer.
What? That's right. Well, so long as the atmosphere hits well enough, I'd consider it a win.
Oh, I see atmosphere. There is certainly atmosphere there.
So long as the game doesn't run like garbage, then, you know, all is well.
That's what I'm kind of worried about.
Indeed.
There's points at the trailer where I'm like, is that like 3 FPS or 4?
Was that supposed to lag a bit?
Yeah.
Was that stuttering? Ooh, wait a minute.
Yeah, right. Get that ironed out, developer. You've got 5 days.
Yeah, 5 days, fix it, you know.
Yeah, 5 days and 2 dogs, you can get it done, I'm sure. Shout out to that name.
Tugs on color.
They might want to get an extra dog in the fight and rename it 3 Dogs.
3 dogs.
All
Nice
right.
reference, Tim.
Mine next one is actually pretty interesting. It's called A Park Beyond.
Ooh, wait a second. Park Beyond.
Yes.
Hmm.
It's by Bandai Namco Europe as a publisher.
Oh, my. Wow.
Developed by
Okay,
Limited.
yeah. Okay, this is definitely... Oh, wow, this is nothing like I was expecting. Okay.
Very, very,
surprised.
very English.
Very English. Yes, indeed.
What you mean our investors don't want to sabotage the park anymore?
$50 for this.
You gotta sabotage the park.
Want to stay
Oh, wow. $50 for this?
Means war,
Sabotage the
guys.
park, but how? I don't know how you can do that.
Time for me to take the stage.
No, it's like amusement park simulators, like back when Atari used to make them.
Ridiculous ride.
It's like,
Oh.
Like Roller Coaster Tycoon.
yeah.
Hey, Dan, at least it's not $70. That would be beyond pushing it.
Right? Yeah.
And listen, I'm not agreeing with the
It's
fact
not
that
a
it's
Sony title. Clearly.
I'm not agreeing with the fact that it's $50, but I feel like there has to be a lot of content to justify that.
That better be.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to find out.
Because that needs some justification.
Here's a crazy idea. Don't pre-order for 50 or pre-order the crazy edition for 80.
Yeah, fuck that.
A little something to inspire you.
Yeah, it would have to be pretty well done if it would be worth that
Yeah.
price tag.
Yep.
Agreed.
So,
All right. What's next,
40
Dre?
is too much, yeah. Right.
have some skepticism. Pocket Puzzle.
I go through that every day at work. I lose things in my pockets.
Oh, damn, Tim.
I know.
Maybe you should get like I don't know, like a pack you can carry. No, not like a backpack, but like a, I don't know, a fanny pack, whatever you want to call them. Just don't wear it around your waist. In fact, get one of those shoulder ones instead, so it looks less weird. I don't know. It helps, right? Or better yet, get a jacket with pockets, zipped pockets, if preferable. So that way you can't lose it unless you tear your jacket.
So yeah, simplistic puzzle game about putting together like little
Conveyor belts.
device,
Almost.
like little handheld game device.
That looks like my pocket. That's
Oh,
it.
your pocket has conveyor belts on?
Yeah,
on it too?
copyright strike, man. I'm calling it right now. Better not have mod support. I'll take it away.
Probably not.
No one's mod my pocket. I'll tell you what.
Alright.
All right. Well, what's next, Silver? I'm sorry. I'm
Lita's
fucking.
Dream.
What's that? Sorry.
Lita's Dream.
Litas?
Yeah, Litas.
Okay, got it. I was gonna say, I'm sorry. I'm just in a really fucking wacky mood today. Sorry.
Hey, no worries, Tim. I've been trying to sleep for the last 6 or 7 hours. Didn't work out. Well.
That's unfortunate.
I took a nap this afternoon, even after I slept 9 hours.
Yeah, for some reason I just...
you
I
had a
told
great
you,
day
I-
then.
Yeah, I
I
slept.
told you, I told you guys I can't nap. I just can't fucking do it. I'm not
No,
able
I get
to.
it. I get it. I can't
I
either.
mean, it was broad daylight. It was like, what, about 4 or 5 p.m. when I came home. And it was really
You don't
warm.
sound too bad though.
Well, yeah, because, I'm not doing anything right now other than talking.
Well, I had the
I'm
problem.
focused. I'm not distracted by anything.
I will say I had the problem that it was raining out, and the minute it starts raining, I will fall asleep. Rain
Oh,
is,
really?
Raining is very peaceful to me.
You would sleep
It can be.
100% of the time in Washington.
I'm glad I don't
Can
live there.
be. You would also probably sleep a lot here, unless it's like during, say, June to August, maybe September, if you're unfortunate, due to the summer season, especially last year's.
I was gonna say it didn't rain for 14 days until yesterday.
Oh, believe me.
Oh, so that's why you
here.
slept, because you
Yeah.
hold back up until then.
Over here, April is the worst.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about the new Aliens game coming out that I'm pretty excited about, to be honest with you.
Ah, yes.
And it's not $50, it's $40. So
It's funny that it has Dark Descent in there. I'm like, careful. Red Amnesia, the Dark Descent. Careful with that title.
yeah, so this is a squad-based single player.
Yeah, that was the baffling thing. I did not like the fact that it was single player and squad based. I did not like that idea, actually, to be honest. But we'll see how it
I
turns
think
out.
it's interesting because you have to watch all sides of your crew. You have to be strategic about how you handle like where they are, because if you separate them too far, you can literally just get them picked off.
Inspired by the 20th century
I am intrigued, though. Calling me intrigued.
Aliens Dark Descent drops you into
I think
Pretty
on a
good, production quality, at least.
I think on a tension aspect, like not so much a horror, but I would say like a tension and thriller aspect, it's going to do a much better job of like conveying horror than, let's say, Aliens not Colonial Means. What's the one that we played recently?
Fire team?
Fire Team Elite. Yeah, Fire Team Elite is not a scary game for the most part. There's a couple jumps you can get once in a while, but it's not really a scary game.
Nah, no, it isn't. You're right about that.
I mean, kids, you know what? You know what makes it really not scary? The fact that Aliens Fire Team Elite has a hub area where you will never see a fucking alien, which makes no sense in the context of Aliens. Why would the aliens just stay in like certain parts of the ship and not all over it?
Right? I mean, we are going to a different ship.
But sure, they would.
Location, sorry.
Yeah, but still, like.
I mean, because the first ship, the aliens got aboard by transferring from one place to another.
Yeah.
Like, well, yeah. So why wouldn't they transfer to like the mothership then?
All right, Ray, what do you got next?
All right, last but not least, I actually saw. Let's maybe talk about this. Ghost Trick, Phantom Detective.
Ooh.
Oh, they're 2 words, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. At this rate, we might have to add friggin' let's maybe to like the podcast chat. Let him let him help us with games. Add him to the Discord.
Right?
An old Nintendo DS game, I believe.
It's Capcom, baby. It's got to be homegrown. They've been killing it the last couple of years, man.
Oh yeah, because Street Fighter 6 came out not long ago.
Yeah.
I've heard that's actually been doing pretty well.
Highest rated fighting game in history.
Yeah, right? How many blows Street Fighter 5 out of the water on release?
That's not hard.
So,
That's the...
no, it is not. But hey, good on you, Capcom. You have been doing pretty well. Just keep the whole, bullshit microtransactions thing to non-existence. Thank you.
That's
Why the fuck did you do that
impossible.
with Resident Evil 4? I know. Why the fuck did you do that with Resident Evil 4? We've forgotten. We have not.
I'm just glad I beat it. I'm just glad I beat the game before they even existed.
Right?
I played this back in the day, right? I actually played this game years ago, yeah. I thought it was weird as hell, and I still think it's weird as hell, but probably because I didn't play enough of it.
Is this a sequel or a remake?
No, it's a like a
It's a
re-release
remaster. Yeah, this is an HD remaster, yeah.
It's not the first game that's coming out recently or whatever. That's gonna get like a re-release or something like that. I think.
But that's cool. Alright. What's your next one, Silver?
Alright, Space Rain. REIGN. 2 words, obviously. Space Rain.
IGN. 7 out of 10. That was the funniest clip. I wish I could find that. The reason they give 7 out of 10 to most games is because if it's good, it gets higher than that, but we don't rate any games that deserve less than 7 out of 10. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Their rating system is stupid.
IGN literally came out and said that shit. They're like, yeah.
Wow.
They got berated for it, and good riddance for that shit.
Oh yeah, that got taken down real quick.
Yep. I say, no. A game that's 3 or below, not worth touching. In my opinion. 4, it can, if it's not, if it can be redeemed, maybe. But 3 and below, fuck it, don't touch it. Leave them the fuck alone. Let them rot in hell. No.
Wow.
5 and above. Yes. Fine.
Tell them how you really feel, Silver.
So 4 and 5s, they can be redeemed, maybe. But anything above 6, sure. Cool.
Okay.
Anything above 6 has an audience.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep, of course.
Alright, so this is going to be interesting for Murmich, because I'll drag him to play this if he comes back. Monopoly Madness.
I wondered if you'd talk about that.
Oh no.
Yes, there is a new Monopoly game out there. But it is fucking weird.
I can see that from the screen.
It's a free roam board game. So so now
That's
instead
different.
yeah,
Wait.
so
Is it more like a Mario Party Monopoly game than?
yes.
So like you still probably roll to move, but
Yeah.
not like just a square board anymore.
No, there's no more square board.
Oh.
Interesting.
How different for a Monopoly game.
That's my line.
Yeah. It's not very much money though. Like I saw it on
I
sale.
said,
I saw it on sale on Fanatical for like I think $8. It's not much. Like
Wow.
it's not very much money. Well, you can get Monopoly Plus for like $3. I mean,
True. Not an expensive game.
all right, Silver. What's next? Because I know Ray's all done.
I am out.
Guardians of Holm. With an E at the end.
Like Sherlock Holmes.
Holm. Yeah. Like Holmes, but without the S.
Oh, there it is. It's a tower defense game with deck building and roleplay elements.
I knew that would get you. Hey, Tim, I actually happen to enjoy tower defense games ever since I played Gemcraft.
No,
The
it's
deck
fun.
building games are always fun too.
Yeah, I know.
Indeed.
Check it.
But I did tell you that I found.
No. Listen, if you guys want to check out a bundle on Humble right now, they actually have 3 really good ones. A multiplayer one, but the other one's like a deck building bundle and a Metroidvania bundle. They're both fantastic. You can get like the deck building one's 7 games for $20, and the Metroidvania one's I think 8 games for $15. Yeah, it's really good shit. Includes includes like Hollow Knight and a whole bunch of well-known Metroidvania games.
Oh, Lost Ruins, it looks like. Yeah, Rain World. There's some good stuff in there.
Good to know.
You know me, I like a good deal.
Oh,
He
yeah.
doesn't.
That's a very good deal right there,
All right.
as usual.
My next one is Life Not Supported.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was wondering if I was to add that. I thought, nah. But no worries.
Alright, so in this game, this is almost like Void Train, I would say, right? Like you're stuck out in space and you're trying to develop, like, build yourself something to survive out there long enough to get, actually rescue. So you can literally bind things together with hoses and collect parts. So it's like Raft and Void Train, except in space. And you have to collect air tanks so you survive.
So it's like, yeah.
Of course.
This looks a lot more like Breath Edge than Void Train did.
Or Breathage, that's what I just call it. I don't know why I say Breathage. But yeah, I remember seeing a couple of videos of that.
I
Yeah,
just remembered I could shout out a couple other games too for this.
yeah, but see, I really love stuff like this. So, like, especially Void Train was like my big surprise. I'm definitely gonna have to play more of that. But like, Void Train was great. So, all right. So what's left, Silver? I got 1.
Okay, I have. Let's see, 3, unless you're gonna take that last one.
Which is what?
Trepang, AEW Fight Forever.
Oh, can we just talk about the fact that a wrestling game's coming out and it's not WWE? That's fantastic. All right.
Right?
Here, we'll talk about that one first because
Yeah, we'll talk about that one first, yeah. Yeah, because I was glad that it finally got a release date, and I was also like, wow, I wasn't expecting it this year, though.
No, I got excited when I heard it was from THQ Nordic because I was like, I'm gonna get a key for it.
Oh, and also by Ukes.
Yeah.
Right?
Well.
And since it's got inspiration from classics like WWF No Mercy, which is more arcadey compared to today's wrestling games.
I don't.
So, yeah, you should definitely feel familiar to those that have played them on the N64.
I play wrestling games for fun. I do not play wrestling games for graphics.
No, same here. I do not care about the freaking graphics. I play for a variety of reasons.
And you can
Also,
ride a
like, creation
skateboard.
suite. Oh yeah, Darby Allin, right?
And Chris Statlander.
Oh yeah, she has a new getup now.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, she's changed it twice already.
All right, now what's your other one, Silver?
Trepang 2. I
Can
have
you
actually
spell?
played the
Can you spell that?
Trepang. Trepang. I say Trepang because of my accent.
How
I know I
dare
could
you?
just say Trepang.
How dare you have a fucking accent?
I know you're Trap-ang. One word, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Huh?
Trepang 2. Yeah, that's it.
You wrote it down wrong, Silver.
Oh. Whoops.
You wrote it with an A.
Oh, shit. that's weird because I wrote it down with an E in my actual list. Oopsie daisy.
Well, it's from Team 17, so at least it's got a good publisher.
True.
Yep, true. And I did actually play the first game. Man, it had some really eerie atmosphere to it too. You get like hunted by enemy soldiers, and man, it was quite eerie going through this underground facility where you have to like try to escape from it, but you're getting hunted at the same time. And you just never know when they're gonna show up. Oh boy, sometimes they wait in ambush. Those snarky bastards. Yeah, it's great gunplay though.
You know what this kind of reminds me of, gunplay-wise? Killing Floor 2.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
at least
see
you're-
that.
At least you're not as slow as a fucking snail.
True.
I believe you can actually slide in one, so you can be cool.
It looks
an
like
actual
there's all kinds
hero.
of like bullet time and all kinds of
Oh yeah, it's
fun stuff.
pretty wacky and flashy.
And chucking
I
people,
like the first.
apparently.
I think you could, yeah, if you like slide into an enemy, they go flying. I think.
No, it looks like he was grabbing people by the neck and throwing them and then shooting them with an explosive.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Right.
Alright.
And we just quickly shout out Riders Republic is apparently coming to Steam.
Yeah! I love that game. Actually, I really like that game. That is the last Ubisoft game that I really enjoyed. Not gonna lie. But just because it was different enough from like Steep or anything like that, I like the fact that, and then you know what? Even today, there's still a bunch of fucking people playing that game.
Good.
That's what's funny is like Ubisoft, like everybody's like every game they release is a flop. Dude, there's still a crazy amount of people playing Crew 2. You have no idea. Like some of their games have like amazing retention. I mean, because they don't ever give up on games. Like there's some games that came out and were absolute trash, but they just kept like working on them until they were great.
Don't give up on games. Are you sure about that, Tim?
Like what? What did they give up on?
Let's see. Weren't they actually like dropping a whole lot of support for their older games? Or
Oh,
was
I
that
meant
some other-
no.
was that some other
I
studio?
meant like if a game comes out and it's not good, they will support it until it's fixed. I didn't mean like EA shuts down
that's-
servers, Ubisoft shuts down servers, like every.
That's admirable, but if the game is bad when it comes out to begin with, well, that's on them. That's
Well, Riders Republic
Right.
was Riders
They
Republic.
sometimes just leave games when, like, some publishers will just drop a game if it comes out bad and doesn't get enough like interest.
Yeah, like shut down the studio, like Forspoken.
Yeah,
Like an
right.
example.
And actually, Riders Republic wasn't even bad when it first came out.
True.
That's good then.
Yeah, they actually just worked on that. But I was talking about, like, what's one of their biggest franchises? Rainbow Six Siege, right? That game came out and was bad. They worked on that game, and now it's like one of their biggest games they have.
I'd still rather play one of the older.
I know, but as you
I'm
said,
sure a lot of people would.
Silver, as you
Yeah.
say, that's the future of games.
Live service, yes, I know. I said it earlier.
Yep, you did.
Thanks for quoting me, man. High five.
I'm just quoting you. All right, last game for me is F1 2023. Just like last year, I already got a code already because I was in the closed beta. So
Nice.
Very nice.
Nice.
yeah, I'm basically guaranteed a free code every year now. All I have to do is be part of the closed beta.
Breaking Point is back.
Hey,
I enjoy these games, right?
that's quite generous.
I know that they're very niche, but like the speed, the variability, the career mode, and a lot of stuff with these games is actually really fun. I really enjoy them. So yeah, I mean, they're not for everybody, but if you like a nice adrenaline rush when you're driving, it's great. Plus, if you got VR, oh dude, these are top tier VR games when it comes to racing. So
Oh, just hope you can deal with the motion sickness. After all, you're racing.
true, it's better than it's better than Gran Turismo
Grid.
5 though when it
Yeah.
comes to that. So yeah.
All grid.
Yeah,
I heard-
it's
super
not,
fast.
not a
My-
bad thing being niche. 'Cause
my-
these niche is quite popular for the people
was-
that like it.
It was hilarious. My friend showed me a video the other day of his friend playing Gran Turismo 7 in PSVR 2, and because the PlayStation 5 got hot, the frame rate started to like vary a bit because of a little bit of overheating, and because the frame rate screwed up and started going up and down a bit, he literally threw up with the VR headset on. It was.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because it started to like mess with his eyes because of the frame rate. Because it goes to like, variable refresh rate is part of like consoles now. So yeah, because it did that while he was in VR, it made him sick. It was terrible. Alright, what's your last one, Silver? Because everyone else is done.
Yep. Slavic Punk. Old timer.
Okay.
Yeah, Slavic Punk is one word.
Welcome to
You know me, I like the cyberpunk.
I saw a trailer for this the other day on IGN. Yep. Go ahead.
Ugh.
I'm a fan of
shooter.
the theme, yeah, and also from asymmetric shooters. Hopefully it's better than the Ascent, not him.
Well, as long as it doesn't have co-op, does it? No, it doesn't. Okay, so it's already going to be better than the Ascent.
What? A game like this can't have good co-op? Come on.
No, the Ascent had terrible co-op.
Yeah. Yes, you are right. It does have horror. Oh.
Yeah, the Ascent.
That's why we never finished the game.
Yeah, the Ascent is a great game, but with terrible co-op.
Or solve the problem
Yeah,
the old-fashioned way.
So I'm more happy about this game because it looks like a great game and it doesn't have co-op.
Or bend space and time by surprising
And hey,
games
it's
with gushing and
in the
simple
cyberpunk
handling.
theme too, and apparently
Yep.
it's
If
in like a Slavic country instead.
You don't
Like,
say.
hey,
stay in the
Why not?
room and keep
Yes,
your
in the
buffer
name.
power just
What was your first clue?
unsuspecting enemies for
It's in the name.
meet your friends.
Oh, it's like Helldivers. How topical.
Realize of the happiest
Right?
Slavic man you've ever seen.
And then there's this subtitle, the old timer. I'm like, wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Shoot it all to pieces.
All right.
What do you mean? Oh,
That looks that looks pretty damn good though. And I appreciate everyone hanging out. I really do. Thank you for sticking out with us. We had a lot of games to show up this month, if you couldn't tell.
Oh yeah.
That was an hour and 20 minutes of straight games.
oh yeah.
But you know what? Some months we have a lot, some months we don't. Actually, this month these guys kind of had either equal to me or even in Silver's case, more games than I did. So that's a rarity, isn't it?
That's a record. Silver, you won twice today.
Yeah. See.
Holy
You won twice.
biscuits.
Now, if you're
Holy
part of the
biscuits.
Discord, we will post our game of the month in there and hopefully see which one wins. I don't ever try and go to the one that I think is actually going to win. I do with the one that I hope is going to win. So I'm probably not going to win this competition for a while because I'm just going to pick the ones that I want to win.
Yeah. This month is
I
going to
can do
be
that too.
difficult considering that I didn't pick anything that's AAA. That's on Steam anyway.
I'm not going to use AAA
Yeah.
game either, so don't worry about it.
I'll put this in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look through my list and see.
Mine, I'll tell you right off the bat, is going to be Loop 8, Summer of the Gods. I hope it's a great game. It actually looks a lot. I've been watching that game for about 2 months now. I hope it's a great JRPG because, God, we need more of them right now because most of them are abandoning that concept to go with more of an action focus. So I'm going to be happy if something comes out in that format and is really good. Other than that, thank you for checking out the podcast this month. Remember, if you're here watching live, please don't leave yet. We're going to do stuff after we're done. And you two, make sure to stay quiet once you say your exit stuff so I can have a cutoff point. But other than that, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to comment and like it and win your get yourself a chance to win something as well. I always post about that on my Twitter. And other than that, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. And Silver, say the thing.
Slung out.